It's just lagging a little bit. That's alright though. Let's close any unnecessary uh, things. Sorry, I'm a little talking out loud because I'm just trying to figure everything out.
That's cool.
Okay. Okay, everybody, welcome to Bleed's World. This is Need2bleed. I hope you guys are having a good day. So today we're doing our first ever interview with a real life farmer. The times right now are really tough, and a lot of people are having really hard times right now. One of the thanks we would like to give is we have all those farmers out there working their butts off, so that we can feed at night and eat and grow fatter, pretty much. If it wasn't for the farmers, we wouldn't be able to. We wouldn't be able to sit here and respect what we have. So, for my thank you to all the farmers, including the one that's in this room right now, um, I wanted to say thank you, and thank you for showing up to this interview. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. It's kind of cold, so I haven't been working much today.
Would you like to tell the audience something about yourself for like 3 minutes while I run upstairs for a quick second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So I am a very small farmer, but my operation has quite a bit bigger this year due to the need for that. I've realized in time that we need more farmers instead of just one farmer, huge operation farmer for a million people. We need a million farmers for 10 million people, kind of thing. One for 10 mouths, basically. The way to do that is through sustainable agriculture, which is what I do. Some people call it permaculture. I love the principles, but I don't go completely with that. But I do work with nature against nature, which a lot of big scale agriculture is. It's kind of going against nature. That's why they're having to use herbicides and pesticides and loads and loads of non renewable fertilizers. So, what I do is a lot of soil preparation. I basically recycle crops from year to year. I use a lot of mulch so that I'm building the soil instead of tilling it up and destroying the soil beneath, which ends up compacting over the years. So the whole idea is, of course, working with nature and building upon the soil instead of digging it up and ruining, 1,000 years of the soil being created by microorganisms and all sorts of other little critters and fungi. So that's kind of the farming that I do, and I think it's very successful and it's been working. I've been working at vending, and I always have lots of food for my own family, and I kind of deal with the vegetable side of things, and my husband deals with the cattle and the chicken operation.
Okay.
So
I
that's kind of it right now. So
I came back right around a couple minutes, like 1 minute ago almost. One of our viewers said that you're a little bit quiet, which on my headphones you're
okay,
pretty good. I turned you up on my part, and he said it's a bit better. So we just
okay,
monitor what our people say as well. So okay,
yes, certainly.
sorry. Let's I guess let's get started. You're all ready. Do you have a glass of water by you if you need it, or you're comfortable?
No, I'm good right. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure you're comfortable. Okay, so um, what got you into farming?
I lived in the city in Toronto for quite a few years, and I was always interested in gardening, so I was always planting things. And then I started getting into, I was in some, very multicultural neighborhoods, and there were Greek and Italian people beside me, and I noticed that always, doing a lot of gardening and harvesting an awful lot of food out of their tiny, tiny little backyards. I watched them and they invited me over to show me some things like how to stake up tomatoes, how to prune tomatoes, how to roast red peppers and whatnot. So I started becoming kind of passionate about growing my own food on my own small scale in the city, and it started getting a little bit bigger, and we needed more space. So we actually made the move to move up north, and I've lived in the forest. Where actually it wasn't very good soil for gardening, but we eventually found a small farm that we rented, and it was kind of an idea that's actually happening now a lot, called stewarding, where I mean it's really impossible for a lot of people to buy farms these days.
Yeah.
So what you do is you find a farm where you can actually stay at the farm. Maybe people don't want to sell their farm to big developers, so they want to keep the farm, but they're older and just aren't able to keep up with the hard work anymore. So they want somebody to actually work their farm for them. So that's kind of what we got into doing, and we were boarding a couple of horses, and then we got our own cat. There was a couple cows there, and then we got our own cows. We did some research on a cow from Northern Ireland, and they were almost extinct. They've been brought back now. There was a lot of Dexter farmers. They're called Dexter farmers in Canada now, and
What's a Dexter
they're a
farmer?
small a Dexter farmer. They're Dexter. They're called Dexters. So they're a little cow from Northern Ireland. They're small because they just
Oh,
have
the
not
the
been.
actual cow itself is called a Dexter.
Th- that is correct.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
and yeah, they're really cute. They're small little cows, and like when the calf is puppy almost, like they're just adorable, and they keep their horns. They haven't been genetically modified or like made bigger, like the big Holstein cows are actually made to hold a lot of milk, and are made taller, so the udders don't drag on the ground. That's why Holsteins, the black and white ones, are really tall cows.
Oh,
Been bred that way. And then the Holsteins have been bred to be really stocky because they're the beefing cows, and they're huge. That's genetic, modification over many years. Whereas, and that's fine. That's feeding the populace. So these little cows touch that way. They're really pure. They do not need their horns clipped off, because they're just ranging. They're kind of free ranging animals. They're not in the capacity in the big agri all kind of stuck in one big corral together, and they're piercing each other with their horns. So they don't need to be dehorned,
yeah,
and also they don't need antibiotics because their horns are not sawed off, and the you see the horn of the cow is connected to its respiratory system.
is it really?
Therefore, it's connected to, yeah, that's its immune system.
The horn's
So
part of the
the
immune
reason
system?
why, yeah, because it's connected to the sinuses and the respiratory system of the cow. So
Does
if the
it
horns are sawed, they get
does
diseases.
does part of the respiratory system go into the horns and that's why it's a horn? Or
I don't know
oh, you
that.
don't
I
know the
honestly don't know
specifics?
the actual.
Your
Yeah,
would your
it's just
husband know about that
somehow.
or he
Yeah, he would know a little bit more
So
about the
we'll get a
actual
little bit of insight about
physiology of
that.
it. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
we'll ask him about that. but that's kind of interesting because that's why they don't have all the antibiotics that the larger cows have on industrial farms because they don't need it because they're kind of intact. Their immune systems are healthy, and they also eat everything. They don't just eat hay and grain that's brought in from elsewhere. They eat everything that's on like in their field. They'll eat goldenrod tips and the only thing they really don't touch is thistles. And they'll
Thistle?
eat the shoots in the spring, but yeah, thistles. Those spiny plants. That's what the only thing that they don't eat.
Oh,
So that's what we endeavored in, and that was up in Halliburton, Ontario. And then huge garden I had. I planted way too many tomatoes, way too much squash. So we ended up giving a lot of it away, which was just fine. And I have a lot of family up there, so I was always just bringing squash and tomatoes wherever I went. I also gave some to there was a big community garden in Toronto that I guess the authorities had um, come in and taken down right during harvesting season. I can't remember what the issue was. I don't know whether it was like zoned improperly, and so the authorities came in and destroyed the garden,
oh my.
but it was actually feeding homeless people. Yeah. So a lot of us in Halliburton and elsewhere all got together and just like donated some extra food from our gardens, and I had lots of excess. So I sent that all down with some guy, and he took a little van full of food from Halliburton to Toronto to give to everybody who was waiting for all that food.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that was great.
That
And
actually
then
that's similar to
yeah.
something that I've done. I helped create
Uh-huh.
an urban farm here in Hamilton. And
Wow.
yeah, I was on the community as a youth back when I was like 17.
That is amazing.
So
Urban
there's
urban farming. So
sorry.
you were basically doing were you doing rooftop gardens, or were you doing mostly community gardens like the plot?
It's a big plot of a community garden. There's this
Wow.
giant piece of land in the middle of the city that was kind of just used for people to walk through. Um,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it's right in the community. They made it's an old school. It used to be a Catholic school, and now it's a
Mhm.
community center, and it's where they host all the community events and stuff like that.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah,
great.
it was really cool to be part of something like that, though.
Yeah, it was a concept. It's always been kind of a concept, but when it started going you know large, it's really made an impact on just people's food security in cities, and their own peace of mind and freedom, and educating children.
I
I think
heard
that's really important too.
I heard this one farmer was throwing out a bunch of his milk. So he told people he was like, "Oh,
Mm,
I'm gonna bottle it up and sell it out my front door. If you want some, come grab it." And he sold out the next day.
wow.
And this is all because of COVID.
And yeah, yeah, because like a lot of them are just like, gosh, like they're euthanizing pigs and cows now, and because butcher stores aren't open and the abattoirs aren't open due to social distancing. So
My
who's going to butcher these things?
my mom's work actually still is open, and that's what they do. Highline Packers. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No. So it's a packing company. So they're still, and did they have all their employees working there still?
They butcher their own they butcher not their own animals, but they butcher animals in the store. They get livestock there every day.
Okay. Well, that's good that that's keeping going. I think it's worse in the States right now than it is
Probably,
here.
yeah, probably.
except for that one giant corporation. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like one of the biggest like meat packers and you know industrial meat complexes in the country. But it's an American company in the first place, I believe. So that's good that we keep going. I don't see too much. I don't see many people complaining. People are still getting their meat from the grocery stores here, so we're lucky with that. But it is a shame to hear of places that are euthanizing all these animals. It's just such a waste when there's so many people, starving and people needing food banks. I don't know why there can't
Yeah,
be a
let's
better solution than
let's
getting rid of
murder
them.
let's murder all the animals and send the people to food banks where they're getting old food that's canned up. That's
Yeah,
that makes
yeah,
so much sense, and
oh,
that's part of the way people think nowadays too. That's the worst part.
yeah, it's backwards, and it's there's a lot of bureaucracy. And when there's bureaucracy, things never make sense. Even though when you look into it, there's all these legal reasons, right? Even though some of them are just dumb, and they're just there to kind of cover the butts of CEOs and a lot of health and safety reasons as well, but just loads of bureaucracy, and it's just so hard to get through all that stuff. So things that don't make sense, there's always a reason behind it, but at the same time it's ridiculous, and there's got to be a way around it. Like somebody's got to have a solution. It's just the waste is outrageous.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
so how big is your farm? You said you're a small farmer.
yeah. So we've got about 100 acres. But we right now we only have 3 cows. They're heifers and they're ready for breeding. So we have a bull coming. You can actually rent a bull,
You can rent a
use an
bull.
extra bull, rent a bull
What
for
do
a few
you
months.
what do you rent the bull for?
Well, to create more cattle.
How do you
He comes in and hangs out. He comes. My daughter's laughing. He comes in and hangs out for a couple of months with the girls, and
Oh,
then
is that how cows are born?
next year, yeah, that's what it's called too.
I didn't realize that. Oh my god. I I don't know why I never took two and two together. I didn't realize bulls and cows were just different genders
Yeah,
of the same species.
one is male, one is female.
That's literally the only difference between bulls and cows.
That is now the heifers are they're basically they have not had babies yet. They're ready to have babies. The cow baby already. So a cow is usually the female and the bull is the male.
You say
So
usually.
heifers are
So
oh I okay, yeah, they are. Yeah. But when people say, "Oh, look at the cow," they're kind of saying it generically as in like, there could be males and but a cow usually is a female.
mm.
And the steer is the a young male.
Speaking of
So
cows, I'm actually about
uh
to go pick up some cows in this game. Once I find
excellent.
where is the cow seller?
Go get them.
There's no bulls in this game though.
It's probably because in this game is very it's like large scale. It's very
Yeah.
industrial. So they would artificially inseminate the cows, and there's actually giant corporations. It's big money because they can take the genetics from like really good sturdy cows, and with all the desired genetic effects that they want, and store in these warehouses, and then bring them in and impregnate the cows using a syringe.
Really?
My husband actually worked on a dairy farm in this vicinity, Peterborough area, and saw that actually happening. And he also worked on a dairy farm as a youngster on his grandfather's farm, where they didn't really do a lot of that. It was like they mostly had just bulls and heifers, and but it was a larger scale, mostly dairy farming.
Hmm.
But we're really experimenting with this little breed of cattle because they're what's called the sustainable cow, or the environmentally friendly cow. Because first of all, they eat everything, so they don't require just grain or hay. They're foragers, so they kind of keep the land instead of having to till it up, and then they fertilize the land, and then you can sow some hay the next year on that land and put them in a different pasture. But also because of their weight and height, their size, they don't trod down the land and cause erosion like the bigger cows do when
Oh.
they're outside. So they just roam around and they have a very low impact on, the environment. Whereas the bigger cows are giant and heavy and actually really trod down the soil and cause an awful lot of, drainage and E. coli problems, and, kind of break down the waterways. Whereas these little guys are just like very nimble footed, tiny little buffalo type creatures. So, and
Have you
they're
guys worked
smaller,
with
and
buffaloes too?
I would never get into buffaloes. You have to have like something like a 12-foot fence to have a buffalo.
Really?
They're hard to contain. Yeah, yeah. But I guess the reason why I say buffalo is because these little guys are almost like a wild cow.
Yeah.
They're not really domesticated, even though they're very, very friendly and curious and, bossy. They have different personalities. They're kind of a wild little creature.
Hmm.
But they have three purposes actually. You can use the Dexter as a dairy cow.
Does
You
it
can
give
use the
you the
Dexter
same
as a little.
amount of milk per like as a different cow, or is it
No,
a lot different?
it just feeds a it would feed a family, and I would never get into an operation. You'd have to actually use a smaller, like if you were to, you'd have to use a smaller machine than they would have on these, like the huge Holsteins and Jersey cows and Guernseys. Um, but for your own family and maybe for your neighbors, you could have some nice milk, even though it's illegal to sell it
Oh,
because
is
it's
it?
raw, it's unpasteurized. Yeah, if it's unpasteurized. But
So here,
we've had that before.
so here in the game, we got a few different
Mm-hmm.
cattle selections here. Are you looking at the it now?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, there's the
yeah.
top one.
Um,
So,
yeah.
so we start with this brown guy.
No Dexters here.
Then we get a brown and white guy, a black and white, and then a brown with a bump. What's this bump guy?
I don't. He looks like I believe India or Pakistan, probably a water-saving hump like a camel has or something.
Oh,
Yeah, they look like the Brahmins. I'm pretty sure they're from East India or Pakistan, um, North Africa,
so I'm guessing this is the
completely
most.
climatized.
This white and brown one's the most likely one we're gonna see here in North America.
The Ayrshire, yeah, the whole Holstein, I would say, is probably the most common one you would see in North America.
The Holstein. I love that
The
you know these.
Holstein,
I
yeah,
love that you know these names. I have no idea about these names.
that's hilarious.
So
You should
this
try and if you found a little Dexter to put on there, he'd be like half the size. The
really?
Dexter cow would be half the size of these guys. Yeah.
Oh, and this one says it's a male. This one says it's a female. The Saddler is a male, and the Holster is a female.
Yeah. Yeah, because Holsteins those are the dairy cows, eh? So of course there's gonna be a bull as well, but they're dairy cows, so they're gonna have the udder. That's their selling point. It's their big marketing material.
So we'll make this guy the luckiest guy ever. We'll give him three wives to live with.
Yeah. Yep, he's gonna be a happy guy.
We now got 4 cattle in here.
Oh,
We can take a look at them.
wow.
I like this trailer. It
Oh,
sets down like that. And this is a mod actually. This game
yeah.
this game has a lot of mods that people wanted to see something and they put that in. Uh,
That,
and
is
it's
it like Minecraft, right? Kind
no, Minecraft's more of a build it game. This is more of like by when I said mod,
of.
it's
Oh.
people like me who are, hey, what's up, Bear? How are you doing today? Um, People like me are wanting to see, like, say I want to see the 2020 Corvette, as an example.
Yeah.
There's mods in this game that someone might have already built the 2020 Corvette to put it in this game. It's pretty much just like a template building. And you have to build around what the
Mm-hmm.
game allows you to build. It's
Okay.
that's when you get really into gamer technology, terminology. Sorry, terminology.
I love it. Wow. It's
Um,
fascinating.
yeah. So,
It's so realistic. I just love this whole simulation thing. It really is amazing
yeah,
and
I
educational.
I
It can
actually
be
even
educational.
I even drive better in first person. Oh, now we're speeding, and we're getting off road a little. The damage model in this game is a little unrealistic, but I think we can oversight that from the rest of the stuff it shows. We can even so we can silage. Once we get back to the farm and put the cattle in the place, I'll let you have a look at
Mm,
the menus of all the stuff that we can buy.
yeah.
Where are we going? This is,
Fantastic.
and I've actually never played on this map before, so I am brand new to this particular map.
Okay.
I think we're
Looks
turning
like
here.
the landscape looks like Montana or maybe Minnesota or something.
Yeah, that's why I found it pretty
Can you
cool.
can you
And so
yeah.
this is another random person who created this map and threw it on the internet and said, "Hey, play my map."
That's awesome.
Someone took their time to build this.
Yeah.
We got our fellow worker over there working on the farm. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so far, no questions from the audience. We do have about 4 people watching.
Mm-hmm. And is there any feedback on how loud my voice is now? Is it better?
Um, let's find out. Let's see what they say.
Okay.
Is her voice is fine, everyone? We're good on the volume side of things. Damien, there is a little bit of a delay on the YouTube, so when we're expecting people
Right.
to type, it does take a little bit sometimes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Wow, look at all that machinery.
Oh yeah, this is the farm that I've got. Let's just set the cows down for a second. Uh, To be honest, it's a little too big, and I'm gonna grab a smaller one because they work better. We put this is the home for the tractors.
Yeah.
Is the one tractor still in here? No, there was a tractor in here. It looks like this is like a, I want to say pig grounds,
Yeah, looks like pig.
but this isn't an
Yeah, they're
actual work.
pretty low.
There is an in-game pig farm. This isn't it, but I think it's just more for
Mm-hmm.
aesthetics. So this is where
Mm-hmm.
we're actually going to be keeping the cows. I gotta find where the thing is. This is the milk thingy, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, probably.
The udder thingies.
The other things. Oh yes, there they go. Yep, that's where they go in. Yep. Yeah, we just did ours by hand.
By hand. Is it a lot of work
Yeah.
to do it by hand?
Oh, my husband would go out and it'd be about half an hour, and we'd get
Oh,
done
that's
with,
right, I print it.
just for the day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these
But
are sorry. These are the vehicles that the this game has. We have small
oh,
tractors. There's a list of small tractors. Do you know
wow.
any of these particular names by chance?
Uh, Holland for sure, absolutely.
Sorry?
New Holland. I see Massey Ferguson. Yeah, Massey Ferguson, New Holland. I don't see John Deere anywhere.
We'll get to that one. It's coming up.
Um,
Okay.
there's a Massey Ferguson. We've had that tractor before.
Chase? I know it's more of
No,
a UK
no.
company, right? John
Yeah,
Deere. We got a John Deere
or
here.
yeah, that could be American. For sure, for sure.
JCB.
It's funny, they're all different colors. It's like if oh, are you a blue guy or a green? Or are you a red guy? You know what I mean? Like that's how like farmers will talk to
Really?
each other. Blue is New Holland. Yeah, the green is always John Deere. Massey Ferguson's always red. There's a Japanese company that makes actually really good tractors. Then they're orange. I can't remember the name though.
We also have Challenger
Um,
or whatever. I don't know the
yeah,
actual
I
name
don't.
of
I'm
it.
not aware of them.
I think you've
No.
seen the rest from the other ones. Another JCB. I always find it funny when you look at a JCB being a tractor.
Yeah, I guess they just had to.
Well, I guess it makes sense. They're in the world of like contract and stuff like that. Oh, and Damien says yes to your voice is fine.
Oh, good. That's nice to know.
Yeah. So then we'll get into the.
Valtra. I've never heard of that.
That might be a. So sometimes these games, what they like to do is they mess up the name a little bit, and they take the model and twerk it a little to stay away from copyright.
Oh, okay, so they kind of make their own. Right.
Yeah. So not all of these will be real. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like in Farm Sim 2017, they didn't have John Deere. Now they have John Deere. I guarantee John Deere has had a lot more people interested in them, especially of younger generations, who just want to look at them, even just to say just look at them. It brings that
Yeah.
extra finesse. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
surprised there's not more companies saying, "Hey, this is what our product looks like. Use it in your game." But
Mm-hmm.
the world's not perfect. We got some transport trucks.
No, it isn't.
These are all. I don't think any of these are real companies. They might be UK companies.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure
No, I've never heard.
Lizard is the in-game company. Like it's the totally made up one.
Cool.
And then we got some harvesters over here.
Harvesters. Oh wow. God. Unbelievable.
So just the New Holland, the John Deere. Do you know this one?
Eggco. I know Eggco, but I didn't know that they made machinery. We have a lot. Um, Sometimes we'll get bone meal
Really?
and mineral, yeah, like ground up mineral salts and everything from Eggco, and we used to get dog food from them. It's really good.
Look, even the farmer's learning
Um,
something from this game.
I know.
And then there's even sugarcane.
Oh, I tell you,
Man
there's
is
a lot to. Farming is a lot of information.
so my buddy Damien, he's actually in the UK. So he's a little bit of an
Yeah.
insight of that stuff. He said, "Man, the truck company
Mm.
Man is an actual real company out
Uh-huh.
there."
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen them before.
So we have this sugarcane machinery here.
Wow.
Okay, and then we got beet machinery.
Right.
But
Beat machinery.
the truck.
I just can't believe there's a truck that pulls beet. But of course there would have to be. I mean, like these places are humongous. These
Look how
big
big this is,
conglomerate
though.
farms.
Like this
Yeah.
the head's like this big. It's not even that big compared to the truck.
Yeah.
And then
And what is this?
we got some potato.
Potato trucks.
This is a
I just got my shipment. Well, not my shipment, but I
potato.
got my potatoes this morning. I went,
It's actually a potato harvester
yeah.
and the beet
Wow.
harvester. So all the potatoes sit in this little chamber here.
Oh my God.
And then we have a this is new to the game. Cotton.
Cotton.
Yeah.
Wow. No more people hurting their fingers on cotton spindles. The the little thorns that come out of the cotton plant, or people used to pick cotton and they would just their hands would be bloody by the end of the day.
Yeah. That's pretty cool that Man's a real company though, Damien. Thank you for that insight. And
Mm-hmm.
then we have some forestry. There's a couple different branches this game likes to hit into that most people like. Forestry is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they like to pump up some forestry stuff in there so people can keep coming to the game just for that alone. So there's some of the forestry
Interesting.
trucks.
Wow.
This truck
Yeah.
has a little crane on the back to throw the things without using a trailer.
Mm.
Okay, and then
Wow.
this is the animal picker up thing that does the cows like percentage of food, mixes it all up.
Okay. So that's after the cows have been slaughtered, basically.
No, 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 no. This is their food.
Oh, that's their. Okay.
This is their
Okay.
food truck. In game, their food area gets all messy. So you grab this little scoop
Of
thing
course.
and you run over their area, and it cleans it up.
Okay. Wow.
We got just some machinery. I don't have to touch base on that. A lawnmower system.
Yeah.
And
Jeez.
then we have crop protection. So these giant clunkers. How big is this guy?
Oh my.
I think I have to go back to here. So 50 feet this guy goes. That is 50 feet right there of that metal. Oh, sorry. You cut out a little there. Sorry. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, there you
are those ladders?
go. Sorry. So it's 50 feet of metal, and there's ladders on the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this thing is as
What is the
tall as a
purpose
car.
of this?
This thing's as tall as a car. It's to spray chemicals on your farm.
Okay, crop protection. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we have this a little bit of a smaller one. Okay, and then front wheel loaders.
Yeah.
We got another loaders. Uh, this picks up if like you've put your crops on the. So you harvest all your stuff, you dump it on the ground. You grab this guy, and then you can throw it in a
Mm-hmm.
trailer and take it somewhere else.
Great.
Okay, now let's move off to the trailers.
Incredible.
So we got normal trailers. We got from small to really big. And then I don't even know how to say that word. Argonaut wagons. Argo wagons. Sorry for all the viewers.
I'm
I
not
am
sure either.
dyslexic. Sorry, you
Auger wagons.
yeah, you're cutting out
They
just a
dig
little
holes
bit.
for fences. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, they
you're
dig
back.
holes for fences.
They these dig holes. Uh, in this
Yeah,
game,
augers.
oh, this isn't an auger.
Seed runner.
Yeah, it's
That's a
a
seed runner. That's self-explanatory.
yeah, but the name for them's right here at the top there. It's the category name.
Yeah, auger weapons.
I guess they're all just seed runners, and they maybe mistake the name then. I don't know
Maybe.
because these are
Maybe.
all pretty
Yeah,
much just
that
seed
is.
runners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
and then we get into the headers for all those harvesters.
Yeah.
Some of the headers even have like wheels for when it starts to harvest. All the wheels and stuff get put up here, and it's cool. It shows you it in game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, Potatoes. So if you didn't have the potato harvester, you can grab a tractor. This is how you plant them. The potatoes sit in there, and they the dirt moves, I guess. So what are these little wheels? They're also on the disc hard rows.
I think that they separate the rows, or so I'm pretty sure I've seen this done before. They just kind of go through the actual rows.
Because whatever we go in game, what we do is we will harvest stuff, obviously. Then
Yeah.
plow when it needs to be plowed. But then if it doesn't need to be
Yeah.
plowed, we go and do this and then seed.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the disc. There's some of the cotton trailers. That's how big the cotton thing is.
Mm.
Two of them fit in that whole entire trailer. Two bales.
Wow.
Um, we got some corn headers, corn sunflower seeds.
Oh.
Forage headers. So what you do is you grab a corn field and you turn the cornfield into forage.
Yes. Wow.
Sugarcane technology, trailers and harvesters and seeders. Then we got the beets part. We got some plows here.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
some cultivators. So what do these tools do specifically?
Oh gosh, I don't. They look like they look like that would go like right into the earth and just then bring it right up. Subsoilers.
What?
Wow. Like I'll use a machine like that because I do no till, so I don't till the soil at all. I
Was
build my own soil on top. I use cardboard and straw and mulch and compost, and it actually makes more soil.
really?
So, yeah, so I would probably, it's like the type of farming that I do, the sustainable agriculture, is the opposite of like this kind of farming.
Oh, you
But
can
this is
use
real farming. I mean,
it says for these in Farm Sim that you can use these instead of a plow.
oh yeah, for sure. You can see that they're designed to go like right under the earth and just like till it right up.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the reason why I said like there's stuff in this game that I have no idea about, and I was really hoping to
Yeah.
have your insight, and I'm loving it so far. By the way, we got some cedars,
Mm-hmm.
and then fertilizer technology. This little
Mm-hmm.
thing poops out some fertilizer on the fields.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm thinking that subsoiler thing, that big subsoiler. is probably it probably goes really really far into the earth
This one?
like that. Yeah, I that subsoiler thing we were looking at, because what happens is the fields do start to compact in that kind of agriculture, and even the fertilizer, like, it's exhausted, so they need to go even deeper and get like that the deeper, you know soil from underneath, and kind of bring that back up on top, because it compacts over time, and they start running out of all it is just empty soil, and you can only throw so much fertilizer on it. So I'm thinking that's probably a technology that's very new,
Huh.
which is kind of interesting. They wouldn't have had to do that because they weren't tilling so, in such a grand scale.
Wow.
It's interesting. I cannot
Some
believe even that the equipment.
there's some more protection equipment. The crop
Mm-hmm.
protection, and then we have the
Yeah.
here's the planters.
Test. Wow.
I look like
Mind
the
blowing.
detail, like there's ladders and everything.
It's incredible detail. They're so real looking. They look amazing.
Manure spreaders. I gotta get one of those to put the cow's poop in.
Yep.
Hey, we ain't wasting
Must.
anything.
No.
And then we got
Never one of
um
those.
the poop tanks where we gotta take stuff out of.
Oh yeah, I've seen those before at the dairy farm that my husband worked at. They had it was called the shit tank, and it was always swirling around. It's like, don't ever fall in that.
Look at this one though. Look at that,
And
like
people
the big
have,
green thing that spreads
oh,
out. That spreads out and goes on the farm.
wow.
And then we have some weeders in the game.
Oh my God, how does a machine weed? I guess it just goes up and down the rows in between the plants,
Well, it's just little
just tills them
little
up.
wires, right?
Okay. Oh, wow. That's actually a fascinating machine. I like that one.
I'll show you a smaller one if that helps at all.
That's cool. Yeah, they would probably have different attachments for like different sized rows between crops, because there's, corn crops are like a good, like, 4 feet, but then you've got other crops like maybe spinach and other greens, Asian greens and stuff.
So this
Soybeans
the
are much
smallest
closer.
one is 9 meters, and the biggest one is 15 meters.
Wow.
And then we have windrows, which is used to collect. Um, you know when the harvester lets the straw down.
Yeah.
Instead of going around picking it all at once, you can get a tractor holding one of these, and then you sit behind the tractor and you pick up everything that this guy is putting in the one line for you. Pretty much makes two into one.
Wow.
And then
Fascinating.
tenders. That's that word? Yeah. Oh,
I
yep.
don't see it.
A tender. Do you see in the live stream?
I'm still on the hibiscus 1550
Oh, it's just
TD Profi.
I
I think
think
it's just like
I
slowed
think
down
your
a little
yeah,
bit.
your internet's a little slow compared to what I have, which is all right.
But yeah,
Oh, when we
so
were
far it's
speak
been pretty good.
when we were speaking on the phone, guys, we had a little conversation before she obviously came and said yeah, she'd come and be in an interview. Um, she says that she pays around $150 for non-unlimited internet.
Yeah, yeah. It's um, an unlimited bandwidth, and you can actually we have to constantly go on our the computer to see like where we are, especially when both of our daughters are here. Only one's right here right now. The other one is actually a PSW, so she's working at the old age homes.
Oh my.
But when both of them are
Our
here,
hearts out to her.
we have to watch it. We see it go up, 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 up. So yeah, we have to be really careful. And it's $158 a month, and it's not even unlimited.
That's sad.
But it is. But you know what? We're always just so busy outside. Like as long as I can watch, my little show at night, or like, whatever we can watch at nighttime for a couple hours, I'm happy. And I can do my stuff during the day. Like if it's not a nice day to be out farming, I'll come inside and just like work away at stuff. And I don't really go on Facebook often. I do play some games,
So
and I do enjoy
can you see this one now?
the pottinger. The
Um,
pottinger sounds British,
a tender.
and it's yeah, the tedder. It's
Sorry, you cut out.
a tedder.
A tedder.
It's a tedder,
Hashtag my
not a
dyslexia
tender.
for the win. My dyslexia for the win. So what do these things do?
I have absolutely no idea. I've never seen one of those, and I can't even guess.
Okay,
It
let's
looks
read.
like it's got little pokey
A
things.
tedder turns grass around so it can dry faster. Oh, so it just flops it upside down.
Okay. So it turns up the sod? Is that what it does? Turns up
So
the sod, or it
so
turns up hay and stuff?
you cut your grass. It's just grass. I don't know if you can use. Probably you can use it on hay as well.
They probably mean grasses as in any of the grasses, like any of the grains. So in hay, oats, barley, rye, they're probably talking about grasses in that perspective. And yeah, it would probably, so that it doesn't rot, it probably just like turns it over.
Hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
And then we have some lawnmower
That's what makes
attachments.
sense. I've driven a couple of those before because for a I was their head gardener, but I would every once in a while help them out with grass cutting. And we had this thing called the Zero, and it was just this like giant. It was like riding a giant blade with a hood on it. It was amazing.
That's gotta be cool.
Just like a flying saucer that cuts grass.
So we have some loading wagons. I like to use these to pick up the hay after
Mm-hmm.
harvesting like Bailey and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We have some baling technology. This little guy wraps the bales. You can even choose.
Okay.
You can even choose to change the color to pink.
Cool. I like that.
There's a black as well.
Except I wouldn't ever pick black would be if you
Blue.
really wanted it to ferment because it's hot. It would attract the sun, right?
Oh,
So if you wanted your hay to actually ferment, which cows like fermented hay and fermented corn. So that's the only reason I would see having black, because otherwise it would get too hot. It would cook.
what about
Interesting.
green? It's like
Green, I
it's a
think, is
light
just kind of
green.
neutral.
It's a light green.
Yeah,
It's a light pink and a light green and
yeah,
a white.
yeah. I think that those are just really neutral, not really absorbing a lot of the, sun's energy.
Hmm.
I usually see white because it's somewhat agricultural around this area. It's not. I don't know of any really huge farms like this, but I see the white bales all the time. I've never seen anybody with the black bales.
So we have the this is new in our game. They just added horses. So this is the horse trailer.
Love
And then this is their original cattle and other animal trailers.
it.
We even get the big industrial ones.
Wow.
And then this is
I
that
worked with horse. I've never had my own horse.
this is that mod that I was telling you about that I showed you when I opened the back. This is
Mm-hmm.
something someone created.
Wow.
Basically like
I
a
love it.
pillow. What's like a pillow? Sorry, Diamond.
Yeah.
Wheel loader attachments. We don't have to get into that. We have some levelers, which are good to use on what we like to throw some dirt in here, or not dirt. Throw some dirt in here. The
Gravel.
the corn stuff, the foliage, chaff.
The silage.
Yeah, the silage.
The silage.
This is
Yeah.
the silage ones. We got two of them.
Mm,
Um,
look at that.
we even have our own little cleaning station. Anyone who works on this
Oh
farm,
wow.
like this is my buddy, he knows to clean his stuff before he goes and puts it away. So that's what he's doing right now. He's gonna take out that brush that's over there and clean it nice and clean. Nah, he's just gonna use the power washer.
Love it.
Here, let's
He
show
is
them.
with the program.
Let's show them how clean you clean your truck. You missed some spots there.
Beautiful.
He is watching the live stream, by the way. Look how clean like it was dirty. Now it's like spotless. And then
Beautiful.
he's getting the trailer now.
Um,
You can see just the dirt cleaning up from this. Ever so slowly though.
yeah. Well, that would be realistic.
Yeah. It's not that realistic that he's standing in one spot and getting all of it, but I guess that's that's the closest we're gonna get. So here's our poop area for all the cows' poop. Will end up here.
Mm-hmm.
Gas pump. Here's that cotton machinery.
Wow.
I went ahead and got all the machinery earlier, or most of it, not all of it. This is the siphon tank, the siphon tank, silage tank, or not silage, freaking poop tank. I'm just gonna
It's
say
okay.
poop. And then we got some chicken wire.
Wow.
Would you ever use that type of wire on cows, or do they use that type of wire?
Barbed, they used to, but we have electric fence now. And on this farm, we have that 100-year-old fence that is like just wood, like wood kind of like set up in a triangular form, and then other wood through it with rock piles underneath it. Ancient fence. But then we've got electric fence on the inner part of that. And we don't even put the electricity on it anymore. The cows just know that when that fence is there, they're going to get a little zapped. And so we don't even turn it on because they know what that fence means. So there's no point in even wasting the hydro on it. They just don't go near it.
That's
It's great.
funny.
Yeah, it's the best.
What the hell happened here? I feel like somebody was driving a little crazy. I love he's just driving. He's just driving
Front
away.
back thing.
Look at this transport truck here.
Oh dear. Somebody's lawn is getting, and there's a truck falling over. Oh my God, what happened?
I have no idea. And this is the corn
That's
header.
tragic. Dear, dear. Oh no, look at Dave running to the rescue.
I feel like he's the one who did it though.
Maybe. That's why he's so frantic.
That's why he was going the other way when I said something about it. I forget where we were taking these. We never put the cows inside the cow farm.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah, this
I
was right here, right here.
don't I see cows in? Are we putting?
Sorry, you're cutting out again.
Oh, we're taking them in.
Yeah, we're trying to put them in the farm.
Oh, good luck backing that thing up in there. Wow,
I'm actually good at backing up, even in real life.
that's. Oh God,
I'll even
I'm
do it.
bad with trailers. I just get completely confused as to which direction, like the opposite direction, you know? Brutal.
Oh man, I can't do it without someone backing me up. Not in third person.
Also, you're under a lot of pressure.
I I can do it in third person, no problem. But as soon as I try to do that in first
Mm-hmm.
person without knowing where that post is, that was the biggest.
Yeah. No, it's really scary and it's like really terrible if you get it wedged and then there's like no way of getting it away from the wall without just scraping the whole side. Obviously, I've been there.
Okay, the cattle are coming to their home. Now run! Now we gotta put them out. We gotta hop in the
This is
trailer.
exciting.
So we'll click, 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 and then we'll press confirm. And now all the cattle are in their new home.
Wow.
So right now they're just gonna be at like a 0
They're like,
percentage
where's
bar.
the hay? Mm-hmm.
So I believe this one's their food or that one's their food. One of these is food, one of these is water. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like this one's gonna be the food, but I'm not sure which one's which.
That looks like water.
How do you know the difference? Because this
Well,
one's more flat.
the water's kind of like has a reflection on it.
There's no water in it right now, so
Look at, see that? Doesn't that look like water to you?
there's no water in it. It's
Or
dry.
maybe it's just metal. Oh,
It's metal.
it's an optical illusion.
we
Oh
can
my
we can
God.
even actually close. That's not a gate I can close. I thought that was a gate I could close. No.
Hmm.
Every
Well,
other
that might
gate
be
we can
cozy if
close.
you want to keep it contained. Yeah,
We can close the milk. We can close. No, we can't
yeah.
close the store. This is the doors to the locker room and the computer. Can we come? No shortcuts. Okay, fine. We'll take this way. Here's another gate. What's this? Oh, I could have brought the cows right
Hmm.
here. I didn't have to drive all the way around. Jesus.
Aw, next time.
Right. Uh. So let's get this trailer out of here. Hey, Damien, do you want to close the gate behind me here? No? Okay. It was worth a try. It was worth at least a try.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, and then this is where we're
Oh
parking all the
boy,
trailers.
nearly clipped
Oh,
that oil tank there.
what the hell is he park? How? Who trained him how to park things?
Me.
And I think someone's got to teach him how to back things up, not put them in forward.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know if that's crucial to you, but that's crucial to
oh,
me.
yeah,
Yeah, this is that picker up thing. So
yeah. It's the,
I'm gonna take it over to where we think is the water or food. We're not sure. It's on the other side of the farm though. We even have turn signals. We have our four ways.
hmm,
Does this one have
nice.
a beacon on top? No beacon. He's got some beacons. Oh, we're in his way. Ah! And then do you see the
Boy.
do you see on the left there where it shows the 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 mix ratio?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
The mixing ratio.
it actually shows us the mixing ratio for when we're
That's amazing. I love it. Oh, it's got a honk button. I wonder what the sound of that. Oh, there we go. Kind of a wimpy little honk for a giant like that.
I think this game needs a little upgrade on their sounds.
Honestly.
I know the fence is wide open, but the cows won't leave.
Beep. Sounds like a Volkswagen bug.
I guess so, yeah. So we'll leave this boy. We'll leave this guy right here, so he's nice and close and doesn't have to waste gas on him.
That's straight.
I don't know if we should keep this out from the rain, so there's no water in here. But would water hurt the food mix?
Mmm.
Would water hurt the food mix?
No. I mean, they're gonna eat it up so fast. It doesn't. That wouldn't matter. It's
Well,
if you're keeping it.
we can throw a tent here eventually, so it'll be nice and close.
Hmm.
We'll probably
Yeah,
cut down those
I'm
trees
sure.
eventually. Just close that gate so the cows can't leave.
Yeah, like you do you have machines? Like, do you have like especially if it's an open base, kind of like a grain trailer or a feed trailer?
Sorry,
You must have
you
like
cut
some
out
sort
for a
of
second there.
covering. Oh,
So grain trailers, yes, they have coverings. That one did not.
okay.
So this is a
Hmm.
grain and other trailer. Oh, I went in the truck. The other truck. Okay. So I just press N and it's on. N and it's off.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
This actually isn't. He's trying to help, and I love him for trying to help, but he's not putting them where I want them to be put.
Oh no.
We have another. So this is like the all-purpose grain trailer, and that trailer over there is literally just for when we harvest,
Okay.
because it doesn't take like this will take wood chips. That one would not.
Oh. Okay. And I see why. Hmm.
Throw the top on.
Ooh.
It actually,
Good.
I went to go
Ooh,
harvest.
tight.
I went to go harvest some corn, and it wouldn't let me harvest the corn because it was too wet. Or the sunflowers, it's not the corn.
Oh wow. Sunflowers. Really.
And we'll park him right here. Move up a little bit. Yeah, this game has different options, and we've set it so that way, when you like when you stop and you get out of your truck, you have to turn off your engine. It's not automatic. I just like it better in general.
Mm.
It's real more realistic too. The game settings act a little better with it. I find you can leave
Mm.
like at nighttime if you're working on something, you can leave your stuff open. So we're gonna grab these
Yeah.
trucks. These are our farm trucks.
Yeah.
So we're gonna drop the trailers off where the trailer spots go, and then we'll bring these to the house.
Now, can you change around the farm trucks too? Like, um, you know, makes, models?
Yeah, there's three different models that we have. One's a mod. Two are
Okay.
we can change the color. I just took them black because I think black's a nice color.
Yeah.
Especially when you're using it on a farm because it kind of you can see when it's dirty and get it clean completely, but it doesn't get as dirty as white does.
Exactly.
It's a nice middle ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these trucks go a lot quicker than anything else on the farm. That's for sure.
Hmm. Yeah.
So this is our little house. We had to open up the gate. Uh, we should back up in there. We have some seeds for when our seeders need some seeds.
Hmm.
There we go, perfect. Yeah, this trailer has got to go get parked with the rest of the trailers. Yeah, we just restarted the save. We added a couple different mods instead of it being so vanilla. Do you know the word vanilla when you're using it in
Hmm.
games? Like as in being stock, kind
No.
of. It's
No.
non-modified.
Okay.
So I guess a way you would be able to use the word is instead of genetically modifying, you're leaving your cows to be vanilla.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I've never come across that. I've just come across terms like heritage breeds, heirloom breeds, like of strains of tomatoes and potatoes, etc. And I have nothing against genetic modification whatsoever. I mean, we've been actually genetically modifying things for thousands of years. That's how we actually got corn and tomatoes. Tomatoes came from, the nightshade plant, and carrots were originally a purple root, and you know what I mean? Like we've been hybridizing and genetically modifying. It's a little different now, the gene splicing that they do.
Yeah,
I really it's necessary for the population in the world we have right now to be doing this. But at the same time, do we want one genome of tomato? Do we want one type of potato
is it
or cow?
beneficial to have one type,
It's
or
not
is it
good.
it's not good?
No, I don't think so at all. I think that if you were to get seeds in one type of, because with climate change, we have to be flexible. So we have to be able to pull on the gene pools of heritage and heirloom and vanilla species. Because if you did get a terrible disease or a sort of pestilence on just say one variety of potato, which I don't think it would ever get to that point, but it's kind of slimming. Like the genes are definitely, getting sparser and sparser instead of, richer. So,
Look at this
if
load
something were
though.
to, I know, that's crazy. So I think there has to be like a camaraderie between, sustainable subsistence, small scale farms, organic farms that have leading technology right now, incredible technology, plus bringing old technology back, and the giant farms that are feeding the populace until we have that balance of like more farmers out there, you know, growing food and everybody growing food, which seems to be happening right now because the seed stores are backed up. Even the farmers can't get seeds because everybody's now like everybody's growing stuff. you know, like we looked for chicken fencing. We were actually looking for some more chickens because our chickens are getting a little older. They aren't laying as much, and you have to give them protein. So they become expensive actually to keep after a while. So we're looking, and there's no more chicks out there. Everybody's bought up all the chicks, and these are just people who ever farm. They're just like maybe panicking, or maybe just resilient and self-sufficient during this whole plague. It's interesting. So
This
yeah, I do not judge this kind of farming at all. I'm absolutely fascinated by it.
This jack bum behind me keeps honking at me. He sees my four ways are on.
I can't even hear the honk.
It was such a dee dee dee.
It's so bad. That's got to change for sure.
I I gotta see if there's like a sound mod because I need to see a better sound mod.
Like, I love truck horns.
Right?
I was one of those kids, like on school trips, I'd be like, doing the whole signal to the truck drivers to make them honk their horns and getting in trouble for it, but I loved it. Like, I'm so not impressed
Like
with
whenever you were
some
on the bus and
peeps. Yes! The poor bus
so this is a
driver had the gosh darn hard.
salt package actually. I thought it was a lime for a second because of the blue.
Oh, salt for the cow, like a big cowlick.
No, no, no. We have a mod called Seasons. So we can actually have like winter and all that.
Oh,
I
oh
did
my God!
I did
What
that on I
happened?
did that on purpose.
Are you okay?
The damage model in this game is really not realistic. That is the biggest
That's
thing.
funny.
That's honestly, if everything they do in the next game, that's the thing I want the most when they come out with their next one. They usually come out
It's the damage.
they usually come out with a new game every 2 years, but
Mm-hmm.
they've actually confirmed that they're not coming out with another game uh, this year. So 2021 will not have a farm sim. 2022
Really?
might, but 2021 will not. And everyone was expecting it until 3 months ago.
Mm-mm-mm.
We got one more truck to put in the house. This truck has a nice little. I was gonna show you that earlier. I wasn't driving anything with it on it. Bacon. Oh,
Wow, the detail on
is that?
those
I think that's the lime.
belts there.
CaCO3. Is that lime? I think that's lime.
CaCO3.
I believe that was the lime.
Hmm.
Because we have to lime the crops to make sure they get the nutrient. Lime's nutrients, right?
Lime, I've never come across as an actual like fertilizer or nutrient. But then again, probably because I live in a very limestone rich place. So yeah, it does.
Mm.
It's probably for a certain type of, or it's depleted of its
Yeah,
lime just because of
because
the
after a
overtilling.
certain, so we'll go to the map, and the map will show you
Mm-hmm.
what needs lime, what needs plow, the
Mm-hmm.
fertilized level, and the weeds. So
Oh, that is so great.
so we have spickers of weeds in the fields. This is fertilized. This is way good
Mm-hmm.
fertilized. This one needs lime.
Mm.
This one needs lime, needs plowing. This is our field that we're plowing right now. I'm guessing he's fertilizing.
So they must be they must be using this technology with these giant conglomerate farms. They've got to be.
Yeah,
So this game is almost like you're training to work at a place like this. I think that's amazing.
um,
Withered.
yeah, that's when all the plants are garbage. They took
Oh,
they
so they've
took too
already
long.
let go. They've already taken.
They took too long to harvest.
Oh no.
We bought all of our
Hmm.
fields empty, so we're the first ones on our fields.
Huh.
So right now we just those are all planted. So we're planting on these
Yeah.
ones. I don't really know what's happening there. I'll take a look later. I know this one's being plowed. There's even germination failed, which I haven't seen yet. But
Hmm.
I'm guessing if you like didn't keep plowing, if you didn't keep up with your farm, the germination would start failing. And then this is the different types of
Oh yeah.
the different types. We have the cotton ones. So 14 and 24 were cotton. Four cotton. Yeah, four was cotton as well. So this is four. Uh,
Hmm.
so this one and 11 are wheat farms, and the AI kind of just like plops one every now and then. Um, not I
Yeah.
don't mean as that real randomized, like it goes through settings. So like right now we can get a contract to plow, cultivate, plow or cultivate and transport,
Hmm.
and then we make money doing all these jobs.
Wow. Wow.
Perfect. Why did I just turn off my truck? About to pull the truck out and I turn it off. It's like when you're in your car and you're looking down at your phone and you forgot that your engine's on, you turn off your engine.
Oh God. Done that.
That's too funny.
I know. Look at the little house. Such a modest little house,
I know, right? So we just go up to the
you
door and we fall
know.
asleep, but some of the houses we can actually go into. The
Oh, I love
the
going. I love these
placeables.
little. Mm, I
Where
love going inside little houses on game.
I think right there is fine for this is our like handy man one. If we need to go cut down a tree, we'll probably use this one. There's
Right.
there's there's more lighting on it and stuff like that. There's even the home beacon
Hmm.
light.
Hmm.
This is the mod. I think I accidentally bought that
Right.
white one, but it's like whatever.
I
Well,
see a dog dish or feed bowl. They must have a dog.
where
Right there. There's
where?
that yellow thing there. See that
Oh, that's a
yellow?
hose. But
Oh.
wait. You want a dog? We're gonna get you a dog.
Okay.
Uh, placeables. Right? Where did my placeables go? Miscellaneous? Or is it in? Is it in animals? It's in animals. I'm dumb. Little doghouse. What do you want to name him?
Aw. Can you change the dog brand
No, you
or
could. Yeah, he only gets that one.
he's just that one guy?
Yeah,
He looks like a Charlie.
a Charlie.
Yeah.
We told him to come with us so
Charlie
we
the
can
farm
take it.
dog.
We can take him on the farm. We can take him to go check out the cows.
We have four dogs,
Really?
and I tell you, dogs are essential for a farm. We have
Wow.
no problem with deer, very little problem with rabbits, and rabbits can be terrible.
What do you think we should put in here?
Um,
Our harvesters?
it's big enough.
We're still figuring out this map.
Hmm.
I think the harvester would be good in there because the harvester would sit about from here to that corner.
There he is.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I think we pretty much touched based on all the simplified of everything about this game. I like jumped up there really quickly. I think it's just the way it's modeled. Rawr. Ugh. I even fell asleep early last night. Um. So, anything else you'd like to
Hmm.
tell anyone?
Unless I don't know if anybody has any questions.
Does anyone in the comments have any
Uh,
questions? Damien, do you have any specific? Oh, Damien, we were talking about fertilizer earlier today, because I live streamed for a little bit, and then he came and joined me. We were talking about fertilizer and what fertilizer is to an animal, and I'm not sure if I'm right, so correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I know you will. Is fertilizers pretty much like food to animal for the plants, and then water's like water to us, right?
yeah, fertilizer is basically got your nitrogen, phosphorus, magnesium. Those are the big ones. And then you've got all sorts of other rock minerals, copper, zinc, all of those guys. And nitrogen's the big one, but you don't want too much because that just makes things really leafy and no fruit. So you got to have the right balance. So yeah, fertilizer is basically just food for the plant, and then it needs water and sunlight. That's about it. That's why you don't even need soil. That's why people can do it hydroponically. They can just have the plants in water or in straw as long as there is an injection of fertilizer, which would be those minerals in a certain balance.
This guy said he needed help.
Potassium's a big.
What did this guy do?
Oh,
Why is
Mister.
why is he taking the? You realize we have a trailer for that, right?
Oh my.
I'm gonna go get the trailer. Oh, that was the pull. I barely even hit the pull too.
Oh.
Oh man. Don't you love when people just like go right away to go and do something? Oh, you gotta pick it up because like you gotta put it on the trailer. Oh my god, my A key does not want to work. It's funny because I parked it facing the trailer, so literally all he had to do is put it on the trailer. Shout out to my farmers for helping the world go around doing these rough times, says Max Polar. Ma-
Nice.
Max, do you have any questions for our farmer here? She's a small town farmer, small area farmer. Anyways,
Yeah, I guess.
it's pretty much the. You can go back and listen to us rant about certain stuff. But is there any specific questions you have about farming and anything? Just gotta give it a minute because that chat's always delayed. Also,
Yeah.
to all the people who are watching, don't be afraid to leave a like, comment below, and subscribe. And we're probably gonna have another video later from already seeing the interactions that we're having. I can see that it is starting to grow, and I think this is good. So I think the next video is we're gonna have a really nice person who's a cow farmer.
Uh-huh.
I like how he backed
That
up after
sounds
I was almost
really.
there.
Oh,
Can you level? Can you put it even a little bit more?
wow.
Ooh, we just got
Just
another like for me
watch.
telling people to like. Yay!
Oh, goody.
I guess that works.
That machine is so hilarious. Like without great big mandibles, it looks like a little snorkeling pig.
Put down,
She's
Damien.
so
Put down this
crazy.
straw thing. You know what's funny? He could have even towed this trailer because the trailer hooks up to the back of
Oh,
the harvester. You can
oh,
see the
of
wrench.
course. Of course. It's like such a waste of gas.
I know. That's why I bought two harvester trailers. You realize when you have something big, you're supposed to turn
Mm.
early, not late. I don't know where these headers are gonna go, but I think the harvester's gonna go in there. Back in these headers in there is gonna be real tough because it's on another wheel.
Wow.
Well, because that part there rotates, right? So trying to back that up into theirs almost it's not impossible at all, but it is tough. Even
Mm.
someone like me who's pretty confident in backing up most things, I unless I have to, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. My God.
It's funny. It's funny that I took this truck out of
So does
all.
it have like
Sorry, go ahead.
what time of like do you have like a set I think I noticed it said spring. So is it actually like set to the actual real time like climate and season,
So
or can you change that around if you want?
there's a mod called Seasons. I'm gonna press a button once I get on top of something. There we go. I'm gonna press Alt and S, and I'll bring up our schedule. This is the season in a
Right
break in
on.
a layout, pretty much. This is when you plant, and this is when it's good to harvest.
Wow.
But the one thing I'm not, I don't know why, but it says to plant here, but doesn't say to harvest here.
Okay, that yeah. Okay, let me see. Which one?
Where it starts in fall. This is fall. So summer,
Okay.
spring, summer, fall, winter. Fall.
They're
Let's use
probably letting the field.
barley for example. Barley says planting season
Mm,
is starts the late summer, but like when you plant
okay.
early spring, you could harvest in fall. So I wonder if you're supposed to wait until it comes back to here or
I'm just trying to, yeah, I'm trying to figure out the timeline because a lot of times you do fields rest or go to fodder, plant something on it like radish or sorghum or even soybeans just to fix more nitrogen into. But it doesn't look like they're allotting for that.
look, we have
Of course,
radish in
winter
this
is
game.
self-explanatory.
We have radish too.
Yeah, yeah. Radish a lot of times cultivated or farmed. It's put in there to actually crack up the earth. It works as a taproot to first of all fix nitrogen, and it also cracks the earth open when it's become compacted, because that is a big problem in industrial farming is the compaction. All the topsoil like fibers will like blow out of the topsoil when you've exposed it, and then you're left just with clay or silt. So then you need to plant something on top of that that is going to break the soil up. Things like radishes, there's sorghum, and other types of taproot plants, and plants with like very strong roots are going to break it up. And also, when you till that in, that's adding fiber back into the soil.
So, Max, who wrote that shout out to the farmers earlier, he actually just wrote no question.
Yeah.
He just wrote no questions in particular. I live in a small town farming community in South Minnesota. Just want I just
Wow.
want her to know that all her work is greatly appreciated and the hard work don't go unnoticed. Look at that. You got some
That is
fans.
amazing to hear.
You have some fans right there.
Yes, that's awesome. That makes me happy.
So yeah, so in this game we got a little weather chart right here for what the weather's gonna be like.
Oh, I love it. Hmm.
We even have the time set realistically. We can even put the days realistic.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Uh,
fun.
our cows aren't happy. They're clean, but they don't got nothing
Oh
else.
no. Oh no, they would be really, really mad. I'm surprised we don't hear them right now. If they don't have water or food, they get irate. They
um,
let you know.
Once we get them food and water and all that mix, they'll have a little like they'll start building up milk and they'll have a bar saying how long until they'll have a baby, pretty much. Uh,
Wow.
and then we have a little economy for when to sell.
Neat. Oh,
What
that's very actually very educated. You know,
cow?
the financially, um,
And
in denial
this is
people.
all people who want these mods. Where do I put this? Put
Yeah.
what? Put it where the harvester. I said to put the harvester in here because it's big. Yeah, put the harvester and that in here. Okay, where were we? He was asking me. He's trying to help out on the farm. So cows,
Cool.
cow. What cow? Holstein, yeah. Oh, so it's kind of the same all year round.
Holstein. Hmm. Now, question: can you add other varietals of livestock? Like, can you
Can we
keep
put a
adding?
can we put a mod of different cows? Is that what you're asking, or
Yeah. Can you
we
add
could
your own?
if I knew how to do the models, I probably could put my own cow in there.
Yeah.
Does it not fit?
Right.
Well, let's leave it outside.
Oh no.
Put it by the trucks. Then is it stuck?
Wow. And oh my god.
There you go.
Oh no.
He
That's
got
my biggest nightmare.
it. Imagine if there's roof damage and we just damaged that light. Oh man,
No, it's terrible.
you'd be buying me a McDonald's, that's for sure.
Oh, damn right.
Look how big this grass cutter is.
Oh. It's just a
And
monster.
it literally all it does is cut grass. It doesn't even pick up the grass.
Oh man.
You can put the grass in the middle and have it set so it all comes in this path right here. But it don't pick it up at all.
It's gotta be, yeah, like it can't be for lawns. It must be for those big grasses that grow
Yeah.
kind of along fence lines that become a real problem and they become invasive. It's gotta be for like, it's
Well,
just
there's farms
for
on this
such
game that have literally just
obnoxious.
grass, right? Well, I just
Yeah.
fell through the glass. Okay.
Oh,
Think my legs are broken. It's all right. We're fine. We'll just sit in this box.
oh, just, yep, get right in there.
That's funny. I guess we should probably buy a water tank for our animals.
Yeah, there need.
Where is our water tanks? I forget where those were. Shoot. Why am I drawing a blank right now? I thought it would be an animal. Oh, maybe in the other animals. I was looking in the. So we'll get this little guy because the little guy we can connect to any truck instead of a big rig. We want
Oh yeah.
silver. I think that was the first one. Looks like chrome, or do we want black? I think chrome. I think chrome looked the best. What do you think? We'll let you choose.
I would go for anything that's not going to heat up that water. So I'd go for,
Sorry,
I think that the white.
the white, the silver.
Yeah.
It's more of a silver.
Silver's
Stainless. Yeah,
fine. Anything
stainless
that's
steel
going to
or
divert
chrome.
sun.
Stainless steel or
I'd
chrome.
go chrome.
Chrome.
I like chrome.
It does look better.
I I think so. And stainless steel's like beautiful and glimmery, but it gets so dirty and smudgy.
That trailer looked smudgy before it's even used. Look how smudgy that looks. It's not even used.
Oh, who's that dude?
This is Damien. This is the guy that he's in our chat
Oh,
right now listening
okay.
to us.
Well, usually I see him running around so much. I'm surprised he's standing still. Must be having a little rest.
Yeah, he must be having a coffee break. Listen to his favorite show, Coffee with Need to Bleed. This has been a lovely time, by the way. So,
Yeah, it's been fun.
so what did you get done today? I know you said you were gonna do a couple things around here and there.
I'm still planting right now with my grow lights. So I'm just transplanting my tomatoes from their smaller original like pods into bigger ones because in order to make really hardy tomatoes, you want the roots to be deep. So you want to transplant them into a deeper pot. And what I use is actually milk containers. You can just reuse old milk containers or cream containers for that. Poke a few holes in the bottom. So I was doing that, and I have other seedlings that I have been having to water with fish fertilizer. It's called muskie, and it's a really good fertilizer for vegetables. So they're right now really wanting to get outside. They're kind of stunted right now. They're like not really growing. So you add the fish fertilizer, and all of a sudden they start getting more leaves and start getting really hardy and ready to be put in the ground.
Look at the three
And
helpers
there's
working
a
on
little.
this farm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you wish you could do that? Just like sit back, watch other people
Oh
work on your own farm.
no, I would be right in there. I would take over.
Oh,
I
you're gonna just say
watch.
something. You're gonna say something when you see how this guy's doing it. Actually, you know what? He's doing pretty good for an AI. He could be over just a little bit.
I can't really. I mean, with all that machinery, I can't really criticize. Couldn't really do it better with my wheelbarrow, so no, it's a whole different
Look how
way of
dirty this
farming.
guy is, though. How much
That is
dirt is
yeah,
just
that
up
is
there?
filthy pig pen.
That's literally just from this. Like, we clean them after every use.
Yeah.
Hey, you're blocking the worker. Get out of the way.
Gotta have fun at work.
Oh, jeez. So this, what do you think we should plant here? It doesn't need lime, so we
Really
just
like.
need to fertilize it. Or no, we
Well, okay, so
no, it's
question:
fertilized.
what was there before?
I
What was planted there before?
don't know if I can tell you or not. Oats. We just purchased this field.
Oats were there before, so you want to maybe grow something that can fix a little bit of nitrogen because oats are heavy feeders. So you want to put something there, maybe like soybeans or legume,
Soybeans or what?
soybeans,
Sorry.
bush beans,
Yeah, we have
soybeans
soybeans.
or
Yeah, we have
some
we.
sort of legume.
Okay,
Okay.
so we'll plant soybeans then.
Yeah. And then the next year, because the nitrogen has been fixed soil, then you plant another type of grass. I wouldn't do oats again there because if there was a parasite or a pest that was starting to get at the oats, even with all the pesticides, that's going to still. So you want to. It's almost like you want to trick. You want to trick the bugs. You want to trick the weeds. So
Oh,
you
so
you
like they're
plant the oats in
expecting
a
one
different
thing.
field. Yeah.
I know why you move corn around, but I never knew. Oh, this is such a
You want
big.
to move everything around.
That's such a big trailer. I can't use this medium tractor.
That is, yeah, that you need a bigger tractor for sure,
We'll go pick up a big John Deere because
or
we actually
something.
don't have a big John Deere yet. I don't like the
Yeah.
tractor with the track on the back. Just
Mm-hmm.
preferably. Whoa, a little bit of lag there. It's all right. So yeah, this is actually a dedicated server. So when we all hop off this later tonight, it actually keeps running behind the scenes.
Is
So
that right?
we can set this server to run all year long and act like we're actually planting. Um oh yeah,
Wow.
with this part, we can so we just had what? Uh what did we just grow? Oats, was it? Did I say?
We had oats there before, and now we're gonna plant soybeans.
Yeah. So control S, now soy. So it does. I don't know what this percentage is because this is a new mod. Like I haven't really used the mod too much,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm guessing because it says crop rotation planner. So so should we have a four set in here or should we have only two?
Oh, I didn't know you had
These
that
are these are
option.
our fields. We can set that many.
Oh,
So
wow. And they do a
this is
fallow with you.
field
Okay.
A, field B, field C, field D.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's amazing. They've thought of everything.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think we should grow after soybeans?
Okay, after the soybeans, we can like
Sorry,
corn. Corn can be I would go for corn after the
corn. Okay, and then after
yeah.
corn, are we gonna go back to oats, or are we gonna go to?
We could go back to oats. We could do, something else after the corn to, promote a little bit more of a something with a good root in it. Keep going. Barley, canola, sunflowers maybe. Sunflowers have a really good stiff root that will open up the soil and allow earthworms to kind of get in there again,
Really?
really nutrify the soil. Yeah, yeah, I think that after the soybeans, I'd go what did we have there before we had oats, soybeans, and then what we were gonna do
Oh, I don't know why cotton's there.
cottons. We could do cotton. You could do cotton after soybeans, but I'm just not sure if that would
It was corn that was supposed to be
kind
there.
of waste the fact that we put oats. Oh,
So it
corn,
was
corn. That's what I'm looking at.
oats, soybean,
Corn and then
corn,
sunflowers.
sunflowers.
Corn, sunflowers.
Let's
That's right.
put the
And then
number D will be our cotton. I'm gonna
I'm
let
not
your
sure about
husband
cotton.
when we speak with your husband. I'm gonna let your husband pick up the field B planner,
Absolutely.
and this will be we'll plant off this, and we'll save this one for another
Mm-hmm.
farmer. We'll let another farmer who
Yeah,
talks on the show, and he'll choose this one.
I have a great farmer to round up for you. Excuse the pun. Round up.
What, do you round him up by feeding him more food than he needs?
Exactly.
I'm
Wheel him
horrible.
around.
You know this is on the air and everything you say can be used in family matters later on,
That's
right?
true. He won't be listening to this.
Watch him be listening to it, just didn't know.
He'll have no idea how to get on here anyway.
That's funny.
I'm actually the computer savvy one.
Yeah, I heard. Oh, we need to go to the store. We still have so much stuff at the store that we have to transport to the
Wow.
like it's not too much. Like the forklift's gonna stay here, so that way when we have to load pallets, we don't have to bring a forklift to the store. So we have two
Mm-hmm.
forklifts. One has to go back to the farm. This is the newest John Deere that we're getting now. I think the this
Nice.
layout for the tractors is my favorite, with the weight in the back on the tire.
Yes. Wow.
Our baler, we haven't had to have it. I use a tractor to pull it here, and then I need to use the tractor for something else. So I just dropped the trailer there and kept going. Oh shoot, we need to pick up water. Um,
Oh, you mean it doesn't have water in it yet?
no, it comes empty. It doesn't come full
Oh
of water.
no, it'd be terrible if we took it to. It would be terrible if you took it to the cows.
Hey, here you go, cows.
Oh
Here's some
look, we have
water.
water. Oh, such disappointment.
I think this is this. Yes.
Ew, what happened? Oh, I see. I thought it was something that had fallen down.
Nope. This is our water station.
This is the water. This is the water pump, and you've got your little dugout pond, your little canal here. Good stuff.
Yeah. So this map is called Green Pond or Green. What was it? Green. What's River? Green River. I don't
Green
know why I
River.
said Green Pond for a second. Jeez. Well, I guess now we're about to find out where that water is going. So which
Yeah.
one did you say? You said the one outside is gonna be the water.
Hmm.
You said the one outside is gonna be the water, right? It's
What?
one the
Which one outside?
remember we were talking. We are like, which one's the water? The one that's in there or the one that's out here?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're
The one
about
outside. That's right.
we're about to
That's right.
find out. That's why I was asking.
Got it. Yes.
Oh, this is a little tricky. Well, I'll come in the other way.
So if you're at the wrong one, will it tell you? If it's going
Uh,
one.
it won't let me fill it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe the wrong one. Oh, we accidentally went in the vehicle instead of opening the gate. Ah!
Ah. It's actually a good thing that you can't hear mooing. I played a farming game that actually was not like this. It was kind of cartoony, and it wasn't like a face game. It was pretty good, but when the cows started getting thirsty or hungry, it would drive you absolutely
Really?
bananas. It was like actually a stressful game.
That's funny.
Oh, just awful.
I love the comments that we've been getting though.
Good.
Yeah, and the inside one was water, by the way. I was kind of
There
thinking
you
that.
go. That's nice.
That honestly kind of makes it easier
Yeah, that's
because
awesome.
we have the food one there, so it's gonna be right next to where the food mess is gonna be.
Right. That makes sense.
So drop off this trailer, pick up the seedlings. Whee!
Right.
Do you like that quick stopping there?
Yeah, that was really, really efficient.
It's 200, 300 hours of horsepower right here.
Oh boy.
I don't know who trusts me with 300 pounds of horsepower, but okay.
Whoa, tight squeeze there.
It's 26 and ready to get seated, or did it already get seated?
Oh, there's Charlie.
I think we have to go back over. Oh, no, I think it's good. Oh, no, there's areas that we have to go over. Yeah, so this is,
Wow.
wait, is this planted?
Oh my.
Is that planted?
Oh no.
Here's me about to go and plant stuff on a planted field. Wow.
Oh my God, over top.
Good
Already
thing,
been planted.
good thing I didn't try it all. That's funny.
Fired.
Well, that's why I'm the boss, and the other guy who's working does all the work, because he knows what he's doing.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you. Well, you can give yourself a verbal war
Well,
in the mirror.
there goes Charlie. I don't know what's going on with this field over here.
Hmm.
That's ours, right? Yeah, this field to the left of us is ours as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on over here. I think it. I'm not sure if it's seeded. I feel like it's partly seeded, it's partly cultivated, and then there's like, is it just sections? What's
Yeah. Doesn't it won't it come up if you? Yeah. There we.
which one? No, I don't want that. I
There
want.
you are.
Okay, so let's take away the cultivated. Let's take away the harvest, growing, and planted. So we need to touch up on this half in the bottom. Okay. Okay, let's grab the material that we need to fix that little bit of a mess there. And we'll take this. Have you ever seen one of these?
What this the red thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know what it is then, right?
No.
It's so you see the attachment on the back of my tractor?
Yeah.
It's pretty much it's the same like 3-point harness kind of thing. It's so you can pull tractor trailers on it.
Oh, okay.
So like
Yeah, it's like
I I
another
could hook
end
I can
basically
hook
to your.
this onto here so I can pull that
Yeah,
this attachment with a truck.
exactly. Yeah.
So we use it for transporting. Oh, I should not have done that.
Wow. Okay.
I'm glad that didn't turn out bad.
It's funny where I've seen them on farms is like just kind of and I've never really known what they are, but
Really?
they're there because they don't always need to use them, right? So
Yeah, that you really the only time you should be using something like that is for when you're moving your equipment around.
that's Right.
And that's like, and you're not only moving your equipment around, but you're moving around with a truck or something else that doesn't have
Yeah.
the harness, right?
Yeah.
So we'll grab this cultivator and go and fix up the AI's mess up. We still need to get a fertilizer. We're probably gonna have to buy the bales for the cows soon
Hmm.
because we're not gonna be able to make our
Yeah,
own
that's
food.
right.
We're not gonna be able to make
Now,
our
did
own
it
food
say
for
that
it
they
yet.
needed hay, or did it say
Uh,
they needed straw?
it's like a three-stage thing you need to put in that mixer that I showed you.
Okay. Because if they need straw, that's not that's their bedding.
So in this store,
But I'm assuming they.
we can go to here
Mhm.
bales and we can buy bales of stuff.
Mhm.
Bales of hay, bales of straw, wheat, bales of silage, bales of hay, bales of wheat.
Holy, that's pretty expensive.
How much was it?
I just got a round bale of straw delivered here the other day. 35 bucks.
Really?
Yeah, so those prices, those are either gigantuan bales, or like this is an 800-pound bale of straw I'm talking about. 35 bucks. I mean, we did trade a
Four
little, some maple syrup,
four
but
thousand is
like
the
they're usually
equivalent.
around.
Is the weight that it is like how much
Wow.
of it is in it?
Oh
I'm
my
guessing that's
goodness.
like
So this is
liters.
literally the like biggest bale of straw. Okay, now I get it.
Oh, so it
That's
is.
really that's
Is it
extremely
is it
big.
accurate then?
I don't know because I don't think I've ever seen a bale of straw that big. I mean, I thought the one that I got was like, it's big. It's 800 pounds. It's the giant big roll that you see in the fields. It's actually to put on my garden to regulate. It regulates against drought and against the rainy season. It actually regulates the water content in the soil, and it acts as mulch, so it keeps water in. It protects the plant from the soil from wind damage, regulates the temperature, and it also adds fiber to the straws. Amazing.
Is this? Why is it different? The field's like different colors, and I'm like, why is that?
Yeah, it seems to be.
It might be just because the way it was um, like the way it went the first time. Because it went
Mm-hmm.
vertical where I'm going horizontal now.
So it looks like you're finishing hard.
Well, the AI messed up this little bit, so I'm just trying to
Oh,
fix the field
you're
before we
tidying it
finish
up.
seeding it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to replant a little bit here, but that's not too bad. Could be worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just go all the way across, give it a nice finish. So that should be fine right there.
Spectacular job.
And
There's
then
our little green river.
that's all three of our farms are cultivated at least. Is our plowing done?
Nice.
Let's go check up on the guys over at field 33 there. So we own field 33, 34, and 26.
Hmm.
This guy's doing that thingy. I guess because I have it ready to go, I'll just do the touch ups while it's working. Oh, at
Mm-hmm.
least these guys are
So you would
almost.
have the option.
Sorry.
You would have the option to buy land as well on the scheme.
Yeah, we bought this land. Like, I'll show you. So I press X, and
So you can also buy.
we can buy 32. We can buy this lot that has mostly trees. This lot that has nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The lot that has nothing would be
Uh,
nice to put like animal farms down and stuff like that, I guess.
yeah, that's fantastic. And I actually say goodbye soon.
Well, it was lovely having you here, by the way. I know all of our people are
It was
happy to having you.
fascinating. That's
Maybe
great.
maybe sometime we'll have you back.
I would love that, especially as the season gets going and growing and
You see the plants.
hopefully not dying. Absolutely. So yeah, and of course my husband, he is going to love this once we get him on here, and he's gonna absolutely love this. He loves machinery, and
Well, at least
you know,
I have to do one less step now. I don't have to describe how to use Discord.
that's so true. So true. That is good.
Oh, we
That is
forgot
good.
forgot to turn the machine on.
Uh,
Sorry, right? Yeah. So now it's
all
on.
right. Well,
Okay, well,
and
everyone, this is Need to Bleed coffee with Need to Bleed. This was our farmer, local farmer here in Ontario. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys all join us in our live gameplay live stream that we'll be doing right after this. Because why not play more Farm Sim? Uh, I hope
that's
you guys all
awesome.
say goodbye to our lovely farmer, and I know she's saying goodbye right now. So you guys all have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
This is Need to Bleed with Bleed's World. You guys all have a nice day. Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.